Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. 19 instruction. Trips weird. Out. Let's go. Sit high.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Las Vegas, first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Las Vegas, first down.
Mixing up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
319, West right fit.
Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. A gain of 22.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Back to throw. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Justin Fields with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Daniels looking to throw. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Come on.
They'll run with Hall. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from the 1.
Ready?
And he is going to lose yardage here. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Check.
It's now third and goal.
Here's Daniels. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf from a yard out. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. That's returnable now for Smith. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing. Touchdown, Indianapolis! A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 14.
Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here we go, Side. Side.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. Here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, some strong running. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. It just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. 3:19, get that. Medic. EQ. Extend. Hey, 10. Jump. Right.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously, they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
18 rattling. Let's go now. 60 bikes. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. And Walker with it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Ready up. 79 Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 19.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 box, 19 Lions.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 19 yards away. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around.
To throw is Fields. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
They're going to go. It's Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The Lions move there, look like nobody open, now second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Open man to tight end Warren.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
To throw is Daniels.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 60.
And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half.
Will Reichert to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. play action. It's Fields. Open man here is Benson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
222, 222. Hey, Ken.
Now it's Fields. This goes out wide for Mixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. There he goes, right side. DK Metcalf, touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Colts 36, Raiders 7. Will Reichert to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Makes the score Colts 43, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They juked him. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 58, who's that?
To try again after the sack. Fields. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the gun, here's Fields. They'll try and do, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they are going for it. Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to claw one back.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Fields trying to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They go play action. Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to DK.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Now Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Now a deep one for Johnston.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One play action. Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Benson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
Raiders first down. A gain of 21 yards.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Raiders are able to at least get one score back. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. You've said that before.
No! Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70, 60 Bobcats.
Here's Daniels. This one complete to Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready? Hey, go.
Straight ahead is Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw.
Throw left side complete. And it's Hall. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. It marched to the end zone the last time out.
70 Rick, Cougar 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Breece Hall.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Colts are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
57, Raiders 19. Will Reichard to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Fields going to change things up here.
Gun now on third down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Las Vegas, first down. It's a game of 35.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it?
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Raiders 25.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near to 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he goes out right around the 39. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now Fields going to run. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First down, Raiders.
Easy. Here we go, Side. Turbo, Side.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Here we go. Blue 58, Blue 58, Side. Side.
To throw is Fields.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Angel, green 19, get that. Right.
Fields.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Fields.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready?
Ball want to give up the middle.
There he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. It's all right. 319, get that. It's all right.
Now it's Fields.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Here we go. We're good.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Indianapolis, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.